Hello and welcome to another session of how to become a financial analyst. Today we'll be discussing a function with the name scenario manager. And what basically scenario manager do, it's create different scenarios on a desired data and then help you can and on the desired data and help you to switch between them, or it uses a group of ranges which you have created and impact on the selected data. This is an ideal function to be used in meetings when you are doing some business plannings, budgeting numbers, sales forecast meetings, overheads, or many other topics, where you can select different scenarios which you have already created in your worksheet and change them to show different results to your management to do a decision making. Where scenario manager is, if I go into a data ribbon and then if I go into what if analysis, you can see a scenario manager over here. But before, let me just show you my worksheet so that you can understand. Basically, let's say we are doing some budgeting and planning for 2020 and we are right now in 2019. So these are my revenue, cost of goods sold, gross margin, net profit numbers, and these are my expected 2020 first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and the full year numbers. And how I have created this first quarter, basically this was my actual for the fourth quarter of 2019, and then I put it 8% on it and created this cell, and this is the 8% of our fourth quarter 2019, and then second quarter is an 8% increase with this first quarter. And these are my, I call it plan 1. So this is my plan, but my boss wants me to make 2 or 3 different plans as per different percentages he shared for me, and he says when we'll go in the meeting, just keep on changing the different plans and let's see what plan management finalize. So we'll say okay. So he gave me the numbers, and then let's say I go here and say scenario manager, and I want to add, and I call it initially plan 1. And what is plan 1 for me? Now I press control button and select this and this and this and this cell and this cell, and I say okay. So all what is written over here has already been selected. So this is my actual plan. So I want to add this thing, and then I want to go again on to plan 2, and because I've already selected the cell, so it will not ask me the question again until I want to increase or decrease something. So I don't want to make any change, and I will say okay. And now this 8% will for me will be 10%. This cost of goods sold will be for me is 3%. My over here is again 3%. Over here, let's say I will take it 9, and over here I will take it 6. And I say add, and then I want to make another plan. I call it plan number 3, and I says okay, and I want my sales to be increased by 15%, my cost of goods sold to be increased by 3%, and my salaries to be increased by 2.5. Nothing salaries over here. I will make it unchanged, and I will say okay. So right now you can create around, I think, 20 plus different plans, but right now I'm okay with 3 plans. So this is my first plan where you can see the number is 71,000. So I want to put my cursor on 2 and say show. So 71,000 has become 80,000 because now we have used the different percentages over here, and all the numbers of the quarters has changed. And now if I want to see the third, I can select third and say show me, and 80,000 become 118. And I can make a summary also. So I will select a summary, and in summary, what 2 things I want to see for doing a decision making. So first of all, I want to see my gross margin, which is very important for me, and I want to see my net profit, which is important for me, and I'll say okay. And here, let me just over here. So this is my plan 1, where I'm making 173 as my cost of goods sold, and 71 coming at the bottom line. And here in plan number 2, where there's a 10% increase in the revenue numbers, I'm making 186 as my cost of goods sold, and this is the plan number last plan number 3, where my revenue increased by, or my net profit increased by 118. So this is how you can create as many plans as you want for your meetings, and keep on showing. And at then, let's take another example. And this is also very interesting example, where I'm dealing with these 5 different SKUs, and this is my selling price, and this is my actuals for the previous year. Okay, and this was the total quantity of the year, and this is how much revenue I have generated. Now we want to do our planning for the next year. So what we have done, or initially, which is a standard, there's a 5% increase, and I have increased the 5% quantities on 5% increase on this quantity and make this number. And over here, my revenue with these 5% increase in the content become 95. From 90 it becomes 95. So now I want to go into a meeting, and my boss again wants me to make some 2 or 3 different plans to be displayed into the meeting. So what we will do, again, go into Waht-IF scenario manager, and let's say there are some previously created, so I will say delete this one. So first of all, I will add, and I will say it is my let's say average. Okay, and over here for cells, I can say control from here to here. Okay, and here, so this is my 5%, so I will save it as my average, and then I want to say one is good. Okay, and for good, this will become, let's say, 4,000. This will also become 4,000. This will become 2,000. This will become 2,500, and this will become 2,500. And I will say add, and then I want to add another which says is an excellent if something happens. And what is that something happened? And in that scenario, my this will become 5,000, and my this sales will become 5,000, and my this thing will become 3,000, and again this will become 3,500, and this will become 3,500. And if I want, I can create, I told you already 20 plus, but for the time being I just want to create these 3 and say okay. And now this is my actual average result, which says 95, and I want to see with a good one, and I say good and show me. So it changed to 116, and with an excellent one, where I will go from 116 to 127. Again, I want to see the summary, and what I want to see, I want to see I will take it back to my average, and then I will say I want to see a summary. And what is more important for me over here, I want to see 2 things. One is my quantity, and one is my total revenue. And I says okay, and let me increase the zoom in, and here you can see this is right the current. So current and average is same because I've already selected it. So with the 12,000 quantity, I'll make 95. With 15,000 quantity, I make 116. And with 20,000 total quantity, I will make 157. So this is how you can create different different scenarios and can change all those things. Okay, so I hope you have learned something new from this functions, and if you want me to cover any specific scenario in your case through this function, please leave your comments at the bottom and I will get back to you. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel, so that whenever we upload the new video, you can get information about it, and also help others to learn all these skills which are required for the corporate or for your corporate development. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.